What the visa officer do before your interview, what they do during the interview, and also after the interview. And we're going to cover some tips on that will help you to have a successful interview.
USA MONDE.
Hello, my beautiful people. Welcome. If you're planning to go to your visa interview, you have to know that the visa officer already has some information about you before you go there. In this video, like I said, we're going to cover what kind of information the visa officer know before you go to the interview, what they do during the interview, and also after. That will give you an idea about how to prepare yourself to have a successful visa interview. Let's talk about visa officers on pre-interview preparation. So before you go to the interview, the visa officer will go through all the information you provide, all the document you submit, all the application you file. They will go through all those information, application like a DS-260, which is immigrant visa application form. They're gonna go over your employment history, your criminal record, your background information. They will go over all those stuff before you go to your interview. The reason why they do that is to make sure all the information are accurate and also there is consistency in all those documents. For example, they don't want to see your birthday on January 1st, 1980 on one document and see on March 1st, 1988 on another document. If they see stuff like that, they know that your documents are not accurate and there is an inconsistency in those documents. Let's talk about the background check. The visa officer have access to different resources to conduct the background check. Okay, they will check your criminal record, like I said. They will check your employment history, your immigration history, and also your identity before you go to the interview. So if there is any red flag, they would know that before you even go to the interview. The visa officer have access to a specific database that has information about previous U.S. visa applicant. So if you go to a immigrant visa or any other visa before, like a non-immigrant visa, they have those information in their database. And you have to keep in mind that they will access those information if necessary to approve your visa or deny it. We cannot talk about immigrant visa or non-immigrant visa interview without talking about fraud prevention and detection. It's one of the visa officer responsibility. They have to make sure they detect any fraud during your interview, before the interview, during the interview, and also after the interview. One of the stuff they check is the authenticity of your document, like marriage certificate, birth certificate, employment letter, stuff like that. So they, make sure those documents are the correct document. So any suspicious of fraud can lead to further investigation and potentially visa denial. During the interview, the visa officer will ask you different questions just to assess your visa eligibility and also your intention. Why are you going to the US? They want to know. And whatever answer you provide, they will, check that with the information you provide on your document to see if you are credible, if you're telling the truth. Some common questions can be like the information about your spouse, like detail about your spouse in case you go for your IR1 immigrant visa or CR1 immigrant visa. They can ask you a question about the purpose of your travel if you're going for a non-immigrant visa like B1 or B2 visa. They will ask you those questions. So again, just to assess your intention, also to see if you are eligible to get that visa you're asking for. One thing you have to keep in mind is that consistency is something the visa officer takes seriously. They want to make sure you are consistent in your answers. Make sure whatever answer you provide match up with the information you provide on your application, match up the information on your document that you submit. If there is an inconsistency, like I say, don't be surprised that they will deny your visa. Or it can lead to further investigation to see if you are eligible to get that visa. So you heard me mention intention during this video. Well, the visa officers want to know your intention. So they will ask you a question to see if you have a tight connection to your country, if you have like a unstable job, if you have like a family, if you're going to come back to your home country. So that kind of questions related to non-immigrant visa, like a tourist visa, stuff like that. As far as immigrant visa, like let's say you're going to join your spouse or your husband, they will ask you a question to see if you have, if the marriage is like a genuine marriage, if you guys gonna live together once you go to the U.S., if you are not taking advantage of the U.S. citizen or the permanent resident. Since the visa officer have or has access to all your previous record as far as visa application, or they did your background check, they know exactly if you have a criminal record, whatever. When you go to the interview, go in and address those issues. If they ask you, don't lie, tell the truth, okay? It doesn't mean that you will get a visa, but it will help you, don't hurt you, okay? If you don't say anything, but they already know that, okay, that you did this, you did that, that itself can lead to a visa denial. Now that the interview is over, what a visa officer does, okay, so they will compare all your answer with the information you provide, with the document you submit, stuff like that. Whatever supporting document they get from you, they will check and see if those documents are authentic document before they make a decision. So after they review everything, the visa officer will determine whether or not they will give you the visa, they will issue a visa, or they will ask for additional document for further investigation. That's when your case will be in administrative processing. So once you provide those additional documents, they can continue with the review and then make a decision whether or not you will get a visa, you are eligible to get a visa, or deny you a visa, okay? So those are the three things. They will approve your visa right away, or they will ask you to bring additional document, or they will deny your visa. Now that I told you about what a visa officer know about you before the interview, what they do during the interview, what they do after the interview, now let me tell you what you need to do to prepare yourself to have a successful interview. The first thing is to be prepared, okay? Go through all the information you provide, every application that you file. Make sure you know the information you provide on those applications. Any document you submit, make sure you know the information on those documents. Go through all those documents, all the application before your visa interview. The second thing is to be honest. When you go to your visa interview, be honest, okay? Don't lie. Tell the truth. Be consistent in your answers. The third thing is to be clear in your answers. When the visa officer, the interviewer, asks you a question, answer the question clearly, okay? Don't try to give a bunch of answers that would get a visa officer confused. Just give clear and precise answer. If you don't know the answer, tell the interviewer that you don't know the answer. If you don't understand the question, tell the visa officer to repeat the question. Another thing you need to know is to be polite when you go to your immigrant visa interview or non-immigrant visa interview. You have to be polite. Make sure you are respectful and professional during your interview. Don't do any crazy stuff. Don't be rude. Don't yell at the visa interviewer. Don't do anything like that. Be polite. It's very important. The next thing you need to know is to be ready to give a detailed answer. You can give an answer and they will ask you more questions based on the answer you provide. So you need to be ready to give more detail so the interviewer can understand your answer. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you guys in another video.